There we have it. Just like that, England there have crashed out of the World Cup against FIFA's favourite, Argentina. Sad, sad. And yeah. To be fair, when you look when you look upon reflections of the game, it's tough to say as a certified Argentina hater, but they thoroughly deserved it. They were much better. England's Three Lions didn't go out with a roar. They more went out with a whimper more than anything. Let's look at some of the match stats there. I heard the commentators say after Gordon scored, between scoring and conceding both the goals, England had 12% of the ball, which against the former world champions is not good enough. That's poor, really poor. Not really too, wasn't really too keen on the defensive changes. Um, Either. I think taking Rice off was a mistake. I mean, you got to just look at some of these. 65% of the ball to what 35, 2 xg pretty much, half 5 shots, pretty much what I'd say 4 of those were in the first half to 15 with 5 on target. Touches inside the opponent's box 7 to 20 at 4 times as many. Ridiculous. Pickford made a bunch of good saves. Yeah, you know, it's just all them. It's just all them. Dominant, absolutely dominant. Had more of the ball, better passes, better absolutely everything. And yeah, it's a bit. It's a sad result, really. Sad result. But you got to look at the game really and say Argentina deserved it. They they probably just played a lot better in the end. And yeah, what can you say? What can you really say about that? I think Tuchel got it wrong with his decisions and changes that he made for once. I think they rode the luck a bit against a few of the weaker nations in previous games. They probably rode their luck a little bit against Norway, and you can't ride your luck against the former world champions who I mean they lucked their way into the semi final. They definitely got a few sketchy decisions go their way to get there. Didn't have any today. They were just a better team. They were just much better. They wanted it more. They were hungrier. England, they scored. They shut up shop. They tried to protect a 1-0 lead. They took off Rice. They took off. Who else came off? When they done this double sub of Rice coming off. I mean, this there for me was the first one going wrong. Taking off Gordon, who looked good going forward for a defender. You're already setting the mentality of we're gonna sit back or we're gonna sit in. We're gonna try and hold this, and then you take off Rice, who's going to give you any form of control in the middle of the park, or Nico O'Reilly, who is let's be fair, a left back for Man City. Granted, he's not bad going forward, but he is predominantly a defender, and he is not going to give you anywhere near the midfield control that Declan Rice is. You're setting the mentality of we're going to try and sit in, we're going to do all we can to hold this 1-0 lead, and you're inviting some of these players. Look at this formation that they're playing, and you're inviting all of the pressure from all of these guys onto you. You're going to concede chances, and for a team that's been notorious for conceding goals, they conceded a couple against Mexico, rode their luck. Conceded against Norway, rode their luck. It was never gonna. It was never gonna pay off against a team of genuine top quality, and it shows. It shows. They sat in way too much. Couldn't string 2 passes together. The subs were wrong, and I think they even said in like a post match analysis that what Spain done when uh, after they scored against France yesterday, they kept control of the game. What England didn't do was have any control of the game after they scored. They just gave every bit of control to Argentina, and this guy, you can't give him that kind of free reign. You just can't, because you're going to get punished. They were all over them, really. Uh, Pickford made a bunch of good saves to sort of keep England in the game, but you knew once they were knocking on the door that they were probably going to get one. Once they got one, with people like Rice taken off already, you've got no way back into the game. You've taken off any form of attacking mentality, and you're literally just trying to hold on for the 1-0 lead. And then obviously, if they concede, which they did, it was always going to go one way because the momentum just wasn't with them at all. And I think had it been 1-1 and finished 1-1 and gone to extra time, I still think Argentina would have got it done because they had all the momentum with them and England had no way out to go forward, to try and press, to try and take the game. If they were going to win today, they needed to push for the second goal after after scoring, after Anthony Gordon scored. But you got to give credit to Argentina. To be fair, they are a team that they know how to get the job done. I mean, it just surprises me that England have had five shots. I mean, granted these are all professional players, but Tagliafico, he was good at Ajax. He's past his best. Martinez, you can get at him. You can get at him. Romero, I mean, he's had an absolute howler of a season for Spurs, and Molina is not that world class. Emi Martinez is a good penalty saver. I don't think he's a world class goalkeeper. You're not putting enough pressure on a pretty weak defence that managed to. They've been leaking goals all tournament. What they needed to do was put a lot of pressure on them. They didn't. They were scared to go forward. They didn't have the mentality to go and win the game. And yeah, it was a bit of a painful watch in the end. Just watching Argentina come forward, wave after wave after wave. You just knew, really, once Fernandes started having pop shots from the edge of the box and he weren't getting closed down quick enough, you knew that maybe one was going to go in, maybe one was going to be spilled. And Argentina, who were just hungrier on the day, they just looked like they were going to get it done. Even being 1-0 down, they still looked like they could easily go on and win the game. I don't think I saw much of. I would like to see a heat map of the possession in the second half. I don't think I'm going to get that. I don't think I'm going to get that all. That's not going to be here anywhere now. I think if there was a heat map, match momentum. There we go. There we go. Match momentum. It's just not good enough, is it? Just not good enough. And realistically, I think had they beaten Argentina, I don't think they would have got past Spain. I really don't think they would have got past Spain. I think Spain would have done them in the final again anyway, after seeing what they did to France yesterday. Yeah, I think Spain would have had too much control. If you can't get past a team like that, that's it's not bad. It's not a bad side, is it? It's not a bad side, but it's not the best. It's not the best 11 at the World Cup. You look at France, you look at Spain, a better 11 than that, than what Argentina have got. So really, you look and think, would they have had the quality to go on and win it anyway? Maybe not. Will there be questions asked now about the selection, the squad selection, leaving out a couple of players, a couple of big players? Maybe. But in the end, he tried to do the same as what he done against Mexico. He Tuchel. He tries to do the same as what he done against Mexico. He tries to do the same as what he done against Norway when he tried to sort of shut up shop and control the game. And yeah, a more quality side exposed them for really what they were, which was not really outstanding all tournament. They were, fairly mediocre all tournament and relied on a couple of big moments from really these three. I wouldn't say anybody else really played that amazing for them throughout the tournament. And yeah, sad. It was just a sad way to see him go out like that. Really, it would have been nice for them to see them put in a better performance than that. But better play to them because they still made a World Cup semi-final, so it's not all bad. Not all bad, really. All we can hope for now is that Spain can do some magic for us come final day, and let's hope they can sort of pick themselves up and not get themselves embarrassed by France for the World Cup for the third place playoff game. Hopefully, hopefully, fingers crossed. Anyway, there's always the Euros in 2 years, so yeah, better luck next time, I guess, guys.